Hey guys, you wanted another lesson on writing melodies to chords, and so here it is. In today's video, we're gonna take a look on ambient melodies. Later on in the video, I'm gonna show you the key to ambient melodies. Let's get straight into it. Ambient melodies are often used as the background of another kind of melody or a background of a song. So mostly, when you actually listen to a song, you don't actually hear the ambient melody first up when you're hearing the song, but if it wouldn't be there, it would be completely lifeless, and yes, that's ambient melodies. So with ambient melodies, you can create a feeling the listener gets, and that's by, again, as always with melodies, playing some intervals that are either happy or sad or dissonant or anything. This is something you have to know if it sounds happy or sad, but a basic understanding of sad, happy or anything is that sad equals minor and happy equals major. So a major third would be considered happy and a minor third would be considered sad. But what you also have to consider is the background to the melody you're playing, and that's the chords. And if you're playing a melody and it's in a weird position next to the chord, for example, you're playing an A minor chord and next to it is a B diminished melody, this just doesn't sound great, and you almost always want to completely throw this idea out. So let's listen to it, how it sounds. So what we have to consider for creating melodies is, again, as I mentioned in the previous video of writing melodies to chords, is you have, or not always, but it's the best to choose the notes of the chord you are currently playing. So for example, if you were to play an A minor chord, the melody you would construct for the chord would be from the notes A, C or E, if we were playing to the A minor chord. For the G major chord, it would be the same, and we would be playing the G, B and D. So now let me play you the chords. And the melody I did is kind of simple. The rhythm repeats, that's the important thing. The rhythm repeats, and then you have the notes of the chords. And they are also played the same way, not counting that sometimes there's actually some kind of a twist to the melody. But let me explain it to you. And also remember that at the end of the video, I'm gonna tell you the key to doing this type of melodies. So let's get straight into the melody. So first up, I'm playing the C, G sharp, G, D, C, and these notes repeat the second time, but the second time there's an E2. Next up, I'm playing the G, D, C, A sharp, G, D, C, A sharp, C. So that's the twist again, going to the C and not staying on the A sharp, because on the first one I stayed on the A sharp, and the second time I go from the A sharp to the C, and I call the C the transitioning note to the next chord. So next up, I'm playing E, B, G sharp, A sharp, E, B, A sharp, and G. I reversed the A sharp and G sharp, but instead of the G sharp, I'm playing the G one note lower. And then I'm playing the A minor arpeggio, and I'm playing A, E, C. This is kind of different compared to the other chords, because I'm not going like this, but I'm going like this. So it's again more interesting. Playing around with the positioning of the notes is a huge part of doing melodies. So, and then I'm playing the A, E, D, C. So that's the same as if I was playing. The scheme of the notes and the positions are same, but the intervals are different. I hope you understand. Now that you understand how the melody is constructed, I gotta tell you the key to ambient melodies. First up, we have two ways. First up, we have reverb, a huge reverb, or not like huge like 20 seconds, but something around 5 seconds is great, but this is not a rule you should follow. You should follow your ear. And delay, that's the second version. I didn't use it in this melody. It kind of didn't fit in with the syncopated parts of the rhythm. If you want to learn about syncopation, watch this video. And delay is awesome for this, but I prefer reverb more on my ambient melodies. You can see it on writing breakdowns. I always use a reverb in the ambient melodies. In breakdowns, the ambience is just a huge part of it, because without it, it would be completely lifeless, because like just zeros don't give you any emotion whatsoever, if I'm not counting the stank phase. But yeah, ambience can be used that way too. Now make sure to watch this series in which I write sick mel breakdowns. Well, at least I try to make them sick. And yeah, I'll see you next time, and goodbye.